What's up, everybody? Good evening. Welcome in. It's the best day of the week. SEC After Dark. Making his valiant return is Jeb Beecham. Welcome back, Jeb.
Jeb.
Thank you.
Jeb's in the house.
Sorry I've been gone so long.
Also joining us is Stephen Willis. He is now the famous Stephen Willis. However you
and my Roman numeral is L.
Yeah. Take that L, Stephen Willis. Yeah. That's what Dylan's going to say next. All right, Mike Huseman joining us and Jake Thomas. Both the Biscuit boys had too many biscuits, so they're not going to join us tonight. I don't believe, unless
they're at a wedding.
Yeah, I hope they're having fun at said wedding.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we are here. We're joining you. SEC After Dark. It's been a pretty quiet week, just kind of hanging on,
Rick.
chilling. No, the NCAA.
Book says it hasn't been.
Yeah, you want to bet?
So where's our talking points over here on the side, Corey?
We're
Really. What's the point?
New here. I got to redesign this set.
Oh, okay.
We never hit the talking points anyway.
This time of year, it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, the bottom one's always,
Yeah.
What is it?
Off the rails.
Off the rails. So
Yeah, we can't let I'll throw some sort of off the rails thing in there, but we can't let the audience know that we're supposed to be talking about one thing and we just start off the rails and nobody's the wiser.
No, that doesn't seem to work.
All right, we'll bring the words back.
I'll tell you who is wise though. That's Dylan from Jasper.
Yeah, Dylan from Jasper. Hey, I got a bone to pick with this Stephen Willis guy. He wants to bring up nothing but Will Anderson's stats. Like what?
My favorite thing is I was prepared to fact check whatever he did. I was going to do that as it was. So the first time he did it, he talked about they couldn't get a pass rush at Alabama. And you look at it, Will Anderson had 17 and a half sacks that year. Alice Turner was on the other side. And I was like, what? And he's like, no. You got to look at the box score. They gave up 50 points to Tennessee. And you looked at it, they held like 7 teams to below 10 points for the game. And they're top 10 in defense. And I was like, what is happening? And I just
one outlier.
I just think that Pete Golding broke him somehow. I mean, there's a legit thing there. He just was not a fan of Pete Golding for whatever reason, but he didn't have to, in my opinion, lie to prove his point. I mean, you probably could have done it because he was definitely statistically a worse defensive coordinator than Jeremy Pruitt or Kirby Smart was. Mm-hmm. But also this offense that Alabama ran during that time, that was like the first year after Tua. That was in the first Bill Bryan era.
Yeah.
No O at all.
Nope.
And that's going to make the defense be put in tough situations.
And it was.
Yeah. Big plays happen from time to time. They still only lost 2 games to a eventual Heisman Trophy winner at LSU, that weird game. And then that Tennessee game against Hendon Hooker, which nobody stopped that Tennessee team.
No, they didn't.
And that team was weird. Like we talked, he is trashing Golding all the time. And people love to trash Bill O'Brien, even though the dude knows football. That
it's Bill.
Bill Brown.
But we're getting away from that, guys. I feel like you guys are not. I'm asking you this, Jake, not like the fan base as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, 2 losses, good season, but by your standards, it felt like a little bit of a blip that year. Were you guys just incapable of blaming Saban, so we have to blame the coordinators?
No, that is what a lot of teams did. And a lot of people did his entire tenure. And, I mean, he is the greatest coach, but
absolutely
he's not above being, criticized. I mean, I love Nick Saban to death, but he does have his faults just like every other coach does in America.
Yeah, he got his butt handed to him by Josh Heupel that night. I mean, it happens.
Yeah, right.
It was 52-49, and they won the game on a wobbly 40-yard field goal attempt. It's not like Alabama got rolled.
Right.
Well, they definitely didn't get rolled, but like, for his sake, like giving up 52 points it was a 3-point butt whooping. But no, but nobody could stop Tennessee.
He gave up 40. He gave up 45 to Hugh Freeze at home.
Yeah, that's right.
Kirby Smart did that.
They were
he had a
goal away from losing to A&M the week before Tennessee.
Yeah. Now let me say this about Pete Golden. I was not I was a critic of Pete Golden at his time at Alabama, but what he has done at Ole Miss has completely changed my mind on him. He's a daggone good coordinator, and he's going to be a great coach too, I do believe. And I think it's because him and Saban butt heads a lot, and Saban had the last call because it was his defense, and I just don't think it really jived well at his time in Alabama.
It's all about fit, and
right.
Bill, and as much as we joke about Bill Bryan and all that, and he just wasn't a great fit. I mean, obviously they had dudes, so they're going to put up points, but like it just wasn't a great fit personally. Like I just see, there's guys that fit better with a certain group of players, and Bill O'Brien is, I mean, he's not tearing the world up at Boston College, but he's kind of more of a pro guy.
Right.
That seems like one of,
and maybe he's a northern guy. I mean,
and a northern guy. Like
I think I give him a little more credit, people, because it was 15 years ago. I don't know that we give him the credit for. He took over in the wake of one of the two worst scandals in the history of college football, and they won 8 games right away. He kind of kept Penn State
good. He just wasn't. He just didn't fit the way he needed to fit at Alabama.
Exactly, 100%.
According to Cody Campbell, nobody threatened to boycott Penn State.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe because they fired the guy and he was in jail. But,
and it's like none of this. Texas Tech has it far worse than Penn State did after that scandal.
Yeah, definitely.
that seems like Nick Saban too maybe had a problem. He was good at something, but it was also bad for the team, and that's being able to develop coordinators. But unfortunately, that means they left a lot, so he had to go through a lot of coordinators too.
Was that Bryce's second-year starter, Jake?
Yeah.
You got to imagine some of them just aren't going to fit sometimes.
And another thing about
It's not like he had
Saban,
a lot of time to develop.
right? But he was loyal to an extent, and it hurt him that year. We kept Milroe in the game. He didn't go to Ty Simpson early on. I know Ty was, had not played any at that point, but Milroe lost us a lot of games. He won us a lot of games, but he also lost us some as well that year.
There's a lot of coaches that do that. They just want to stick with the experience.
Right.
Should have moved on.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yep.
I mean, hell, we had 2 years ago Texas playing in a semifinal saying we should have played Arch.
Well, then play him.
Yeah.
I mean,
that really happened. Like, it's a similar thing.
If you got I'll never understand. Like, if you got a guy that has a higher ceiling and the experience and the experience is not drastic, like I don't know. Like, it's hard to justify. It would have been. I guess he saw that it was hard to justify sitting Quinn Ewers because of who he was, but like at the time he was struggling, so he probably should have sat him. The move was to sit him.
The problem is, though, as we saw with Arch Manning at the beginning of last season, there wasn't a jump.
He wasn't ready right away.
Yeah, he wasn't ready at that point.
Yeah.
No, he
The
wasn't.
Arch Manning that played Michigan was not the Arch Manning that played Ohio State.
Right.
Yeah. Two totally different Arches. He balled out at the end of the season. He
did. Yeah.
He's going to be good.
That Ole Miss Texas game this year is going to be special.
Manning coming back to Oxford.
Yeah.
No. Ole Miss is playing Austin, but a Manning playing against Ole Miss is always a special thing.
You guys may have seen the graphic, but I saw someone did like the 10 best SEC games, and they had that one at like 8 or 9. And I'm thinking like pretty much all the games they had above it were rivalries, which, okay, the rivalries. But if we're going on just stakes of that game, it's probably number 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Number 1's got to be LSU Ole Miss.
That's
No,
the
that's
best fun game this year.
Playoff team.
Four, five,
So I don't know.
Yeah. What are you doing? 6-7, Mike?
I was just saying, I don't know. Yeah. Thanks, Tim. Yeah.
Jake, you're too old for that, and do not do that. That is like saying Bloody Mary. Do not do it. Do not say Beetlejuice 3 times.
I do that to piss off my students. It's great. I'll walk in and be like, well, and they're like, oh, it's hilarious.
Oh,
They get so mad. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just, it's funny that like all of a sudden these coaches forget how to coach. And that's not true. It's just kind of, you top out at a certain level. Like Billy Napier probably will do fairly well at James Madison.
Yeah.
Maybe his level tops out at G6, and that's okay. Bill O'Brien, maybe he should be in the NFL somewhere coordinating an offense.
I think Brian Harsin will be fine when he's coaching a Pac-12 team in the next 3 years.
Yeah.
He's good in that region. Yeah.
Like there's certain people that don't fit in certain areas.
I think Jimbo Fisher should coach Appalachian State.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a good one, and this guy's a real good coach. Obviously we know I'm originally from Minnesota. PJ Fleck's not a Southern coaching guy. He wouldn't fit, I don't think. But he's really good at what he does.
PJ Fleck, other than Brian Kelly, PJ Fleck would have been the most family coach. It would come across as just like that.
It would.
Oh, it's brutal. It's so like he already kind of comes across kind of extremely cheesy. Just imagine if he tries to assimilate into a Southern culture when he's not Southern.
But
he has no idea. But
he consistently gets Minnesota of all places at least 7-8 wins every single year.
He's good at Minnesota.
Yeah.
And Bielema was an absolute disaster at Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
He's great at Illinois.
Right.
And was great at Wisconsin.
Great at Wisconsin. He is a Midwest Big Ten guy.
Right.
There is a real chance this year that Minnesota dog walks Mississippi State.
Yes. Because they're better this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Darius Taylor's going to be
there's a real chance Mississippi State only wins like 2 games.
Yeah, because that game's early in the season, and that could be the thing that starts the Jeff Lebby gets fired train rolling.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like it was a tough job to begin with. I don't know that he is. I'd like to see him kind of try to be a head coach at the G6 level just to see if it's a head coaching thing or if it's just a Mississippi State thing. Like I would be interested because I think there's a lot of great things Jeff Lebby does. I don't know that being a head coach in a disaster area like that is right for him.
Mississippi State needs a Willie Fritz type coach, Bill Clark type coach.
Yeah.
Somebody that can do that. That is their lane. They don't want it to be their lane. They want it to be, they can go out and get whoever they want to, and that job just wins.
Mm-hmm.
That is not the reality in the NIL era, because say what you want to about Mississippi State, their whole identity is we're not the rich school that Ole Miss is, so come here. That doesn't work when everything's about money.
Mm-hmm.
They want the Dan Mullen guy that's the young hotshot coordinator winning national titles. They're not going to consistently get that guy anymore.
Mm-hmm.
No. They need to just see if they can convince Dan Mullen to come back.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You said a good one, though. We talked about this within the last couple of weeks, Steve, and I think you and I both had you said Jason Eck, and I said Manny Diaz. Both would be good fits there, I believe.
Yeah. I like the Diaz.
I don't know if Manny Diaz would leave Duke for Mississippi State.
I don't either.
At this point, no.
Yeah.
He just played in the ACC championship game with 7 wins. So
he can get everything he wants at Duke. They ain't going. They ain't worried about him. They're looking at John Shire in basketball. I think that's how you say his name, right?
That is how you say it. Yeah.
Coach Cal landed him a big fish yesterday. Speaking of SEC basketball recruiting, Davion Thompson. He was. I think if Vandy would have let him reclass, he would have signed at Vandy. But they didn't want to because him and Tyler Tanner play the same position. So they were going to say, okay, come in your regular class. Come with your regular class, and we'll take you. No doubt. And he's like, bet. And then I think Calipari got into him and said, hey, reclassify. You'll play immediately right here." And he did it, and I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I probably would do the same.
So is he going to play one more of high school, or is he going to? He'll be in college this fall.
Yeah, I think he was prepared. I think he was going to have like a really light senior year, and graduate in January.
Okay.
But I think he's eligible to graduate now, so I think he's going to graduate now. He's probably going to go to summer school and finish up a couple of things and graduate now, and then enroll in Arkansas.
Makes sense.
Mike, do you know any? Have you had any of the Louisiana Monroe guys on yet?
Yes, I did have Warhawk. Hold on, let me go to my DMs. I can tell he was. I want to say it was Warhawk Report.
Okay,
but Warhawk Report. He was awesome. Yeah.
I was just wondering how are they going to be, because that's who Mississippi State opens up with, and that could be a sneaky game for them. They could potentially lose that one if
Louisiana garbage.
Yeah, they're
Mississippi State
is an interesting team. So, State should just have enough talent to walk.
Yeah,
them.
they're going to be able to hand it off to Fluff Bothwell and run zone reads with Kamario Taylor and handle.
ULM's one of those teams, though. They're going to keep it close in most games. So they. One of the wildest stats in college football, Brian Vincent, their head coach, he's been a FBS play caller as O coordinator or head coach 9 times, 9 seasons. 7 of them, his teams have been the slowest pace of play in the country.
Wow.
So they're running the ball, slowing the game down as much as they can. You're going to keep it close, but they're not going to beat an SEC team, I don't think. The talent just isn't there.
No.
And one thing Jeff Levy and that offense is going to be at Mississippi State is explosive.
Yeah.
Like they could be playing slow and that game could be over and it's 14-0 to where Louisiana Monroe is going to score once, but they're not going to score twice. And then it turns into 35-7, 42-7, and you move on to the next game.
And ULM is one of those lower resource teams where every year you're going to lose your best players to the portal because nobody's going to stick around.
Yeah.
That's where Ahmad Hardy came from.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. They signed the partial qualifiers and the hey, we got to take a chance on this 3-star kid and then develop them and become an organ donor for the SEC.
See, Ahmad Hardy
and your veteran.
Ahmad Hardy,
your veteran guys you got from FCS schools.
Yeah. Ahmad Hardy was, I think, Lawrence County in Mississippi, which is, for anybody that is listening to this, is in the middle of nowhere. And in the state of Mississippi, to get to the Mississippi-Alabama All-Star game, your head coach also has to be a part of a certain coaching association, and that's how you're eligible for your team to get selected from. So there's always somebody that's good every single year that gets left out of that game because the coach just isn't in the whatever coaching fraternity that is. Ahmad Hardy just didn't get seen very often.
Wow.
And he was able to slip through the cracks, end up at Louisiana Monroe, had a really good year, and is like, well, let's see where this could go. And he was going to go. He wanted to go, I think, to Ole Miss. And you looked at the people that came on campus for Ole Miss. Ole Miss wanted Kewan Lacey from the very beginning because they just had the in after they lost them to Missouri. And after Kewan Lacey left, Missouri went all in with Ahmad Hardy. And now those two are the best 2 running backs in college football. I like Kewan Lacey, but Hardy, he's really good too. And it's just funny because there's players like that in the state of Mississippi. And if Southern Miss would smarten up for whatever reason, they would find those locations and those players wouldn't go to Louisiana Monroe or USA, and they would really lock down those guys inside of the state of Mississippi. You might lose them in year 1 or year 2 in the transfer portal, but you're, as a team, going to be pretty good, at least for that first year.
Yeah,
you had mentioned a guy before, Bill Clark, who did great at UAB. He was really good at getting those 2 stars from Mississippi and developing them.
Yeah.
The guys that were overlooked.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to fine-tooth comb your rural areas, and because UL Monroe's doing it, UAB was doing it, they were coming in and plucking them, and that's, I mean, and you can't be like at a place like Southern Miss, and anyone that's a Southern Miss fan listening to this, A, thank you for listening, but B,
both of you,
Yeah, all two of you, all three of you. If you got to put pride aside and be like, look, this is what we are. Like, we are a lower resource G6 team that we just need to think outside the box with recruiting. We need to farm the JUCOs. We need to farm all of the we need to be a partner with Delta State. We need to be a partner with all the FCS schools around them.
I had a Mississippi-related convo about that on Twitter today. Chris Lamanis, Mississippi State's former baseball coach, he took the job at Coastal today. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like some of their fans don't like it because he's not an alumni. In the last 50 years, they've had an alumni that's been their baseball coach. But they said, well, we're at risk of just becoming a stepping stone program. Like, well, maybe, but that's also not bad, because if that happens, it means you're consistently winning, consistently near the top of the conference, and you're always competitive. There are way worse things at the G6 level than being a stepping stone.
Yeah, I mean, Jacksonville State has really embraced that. They're pumping out defensive linemen like it's a factory.
Arkansas State did it with coaches years ago.
Yeah.
I mean,
the funny thing is, I think it's very important that you do a vision board, and everybody does a vision board and goals and all of that. And you want to be this program that does certain things and all of that. Your list of goals are very important. But the problem that I think most programs have is the lack of self-awareness to know where they're at currently.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, you might actually be a person that's in Charleston, South Carolina, and you get to Dallas, Texas, but you act like you only need enough gasoline for the trip to go from Birmingham to Dallas, Texas. And that's never going to work. You're never going to reach your goals until you acknowledge exactly where you sit.
And who you are and what you are and what your identity is, and try to be the best version of that and see where that takes you. Because hell, it's going to be like, if you're the head coach at UL Monroe, that's a stepping stone too. Like, you're a stepping stone as a head coach. Like, hey, I'm going to be a head coach here, and I'm going to step into, like, next year, I'm going to go be the coordinator at Arkansas. And then I'm going to then get a Power 4 job from there, and then try to just build and go. Like, even there's some Power 4 schools that are like, okay, we're just going to, be competitive and, just try to do the best we can. Like Wake Forest. I love Wake Forest. They know exactly who they are.
Mm-hmm.
But if they win games in 2 years, Jake Dickert's going to take a better job, which is probably going to happen, because I think he might be at Wisconsin in 2 years.
Yeah, which would be great for them.
Yeah.
So it's just lack of self-awareness for some of these schools that think they can whatever. But I mean, Southern Miss, if you're not combing the middle of absolute nowhere Mississippi schools, where if you have a Mississippi school that's winning, and this is probably similar in Alabama, Louisiana, Florida, Georgia, if you have some middle of nowhere school that has some like insanely good athlete playing quarterback, recruit him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Southern Mississippi should own every 3-star between I-55 and Highway 49 south of Jackson. 100% start there. Do a state of Miami thing and get those players. That should be the goal. Yeah.
Gulf State. Yeah. State that's not a state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hit that joke on a random person today.
Mm-hmm.
They looked at me kind of like, huh? Don't worry about it.
And it's not a state.
They did a grad program at Ball State, and I go, Ball is not a state.
Nope, not a state.
No.
They're like, what?
Not remotely a state.
In a couple weeks, we get a new provost here at Marshall. She's from Kent State. I'm looking forward to throwing that at her and see how she responds. Yeah.
Nah.
Not a state.
The first introduction, be like, oh, you went to Kent State. Kent's not a state, by the way. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Are you aware that Kent is not a state?
Are you aware? And Mike, you'll do it in like your driveway.
Kennesaw is not a state.
Ball you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
God, Sacramento State and Ball State in the same conference is just A, 2 non-states, and B, the greatest acronym of all time on the school. Like, ESPN has a chance on Tuesday Night Football to do the funniest thing ever.
Ball sack.
Ball sack.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if they play each other this year. And visiting team would be. Let me see
Yeah.
this. I'm really invested in this right now.
Yeah, this is hard
I wanna
hitting.
know.
This is what we need to know. This is
It's the only thing.
this
we
is
need.
important. Yeah, this is important.
While he's doing that, have you seen? Have you guys checked out Dion's staff lately? Like some of the videos that come out with there.
Mm-mm.
No.
They have a dude from Georgia, Josh Niblett. Jake, you might recognize that name.
Did he used to be
Mhm,
Hoover? Is that
He was
Yeah.
at Hoover, then
Okay.
Gainesville, and then he
Mhm.
left Gainesville. He had this big scandal where they got in a brawl and he had some kids suspended, and they lost the state championship because the kids got suspended. He made this big appeal and lost, and they ended up becoming.
Did he hire a local judge?
the local judge, like,
Yeah.
so?
Um,
Sac
so-
State plays at Ball State, so it will be Sac Ball.
ESPN just needs to go ahead and make that mistake.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Sorry. After the fact,
Yeah.
or at least long enough for people to screenshot it and then they can change it. But no, Josh Niblett is on Prime. Coach Prime hired him, and he walks in. He's got the tightest jeans I've ever seen, cowboy hat, like muscle shirt. He's like, you know why I'm here?
You've
I know
never
why I'm
been
here.
to
God
Florida.
told me to be here. What?
You've never been to Florida.
Yeah.
I've been to the part of Florida where it's New York. So, no,
Yeah.
I've not been to
You're
Florida.
talking about the tightest jeans that you've ever seen that
Is that Jeb?
sprayed on jeans.
What?
Great.
Well, yeah, I don't know why Jeb is catching strays.
Is he where I was asking if he's
Yeah.
wearing
What?
I was asking if he's wearing tight jeans and cowboy hats.
I was forced to buy normal size jeans, and they feel like skinny jeans to me, but apparently they're just normal. I don't know. I'm so used to wearing baggy stuff.
I feel you, Jeb.
Yeah.
I definitely can relate. I resemble that remark. But he comes in, he's like, you know why I'm here? Actually, you know what? I know why I'm here. God sent me here.
Oh my gosh.
And you're like,
Nice.
What?
Oh Lord.
he comes from the Billy Napier, Butch Jones school of becoming a Pez dispenser for slogans.
God, I don't miss that.
It's dispenser for slogans. I like that one. Yeah.
That's good.
Steve, I've been using your rolling ball of butcher knives a lot lately.
That is a great thing. That is a great saying. And Jake, did you check the
Oh, hey,
Oh,
there you
babe,
go, Cassidy, I got your back.
babe, look at your phone.
Oh.
Oh, is it a picture of the little one?
no.
How old is your daughter now?
It's a
Should be should be 2.5
Good Lord,
next month.
that's wild. Like
wow, yeah, that is
I know.
Crazy.
that
Yeah.
is it. Like I felt like we were just like teasing you about becoming a new dad
Yeah.
2
Right.
weeks ago.
That's how fast it's gone by, it seems
No.
like. It's crazy.
So 2.5 years in, what's your first quarter review here of being a dad?
Oh, it's fun. It's very, it's not as bad because she's sleeping through the night now, thank God, knock on wood. But that first year, up every 2 to 3 hours and try to go to work, it was tough. But
Has she started in on the terrible twos, or
oh yeah, she's got
Got
an
a-
attitude. She's got
Yeah,
her mama's attitude. That's for
Wait till
sure.
she becomes a three-nager. That's even better. She gets that teenager attitude already at 3. It's just like,
Yeah,
and then from like 4 or 5 on until she's an actual teenager, she'll worship you, and then she'll hate everybody when she's like 30.
yeah,
yeah, right.
That's usually kind of how it goes.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for like the preteen and teen years where, she's like from 2, like right now she's like, I love you, Daddy, and all that, and then it's gonna be the preteen to teen years. She's like, I hate you. You don't ever let me do anything.
But
like that.
but then like an hour later she's gonna love you again, and then an hour
Mhm.
later she's gonna hate you again.
Yeah,
And then it's just
yeah. I'm
yeah.
prepared.
it's gonna be a roller coaster. So
Yeah,
buckle up.
I'm ready. But yeah,
2.5
fun times.
Good Lord, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Time really flies. I mean, Huck's 10.
I know.
So like, that's wild. Yeah, that's crazy. Jeb, have you been on the show since I told you?
Disposable.
Disposable. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's sweet. Have you been on the show since I told the guys that Montario Hardesty is our head coach at James Lawson High School?
Oh,
No, I did not know that. I wondered what happened to him. All right, cool.
Well, he's at Lawson.
He got to watch. He got to watch Dexter McCluster run for like 7,000 yards.
I'm gonna ask him about that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
Yeah, you do that.
Well, I'm gonna troll the shit out of him because I'm gonna wear Georgia stuff.
That's horrible.
Welcome to Lawson, rookie.
Montero Hardesty was fun. All right.
Yeah, hopefully he can turn our football program around. But I think our best player is transferring to Ravenwood. So good luck.
By the way, the special like World Cup superstar that Fox brought in to like do human interest type stuff and just be quirky, Jameis Winston.
Oh wow, that is perfect.
He is quirky.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Does that start tomorrow or does it start today?
Started today. Mexico won today. More
then,
red cards than goals today.
And then Czech Republic and South Korea are going to start in about half an hour.
Yeah.
USA's tomorrow, right?
I don't know if I can turn away from this hockey game, dude. This hockey game's insane.
It's still 1-1, Corey?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, I didn't realize Harris Teeter was still a thing, too. So.
What about that basketball game the other night?
Oh,
the Knicks were down like 29. It's like,
my favorite thing about that is like San Antonio released their new logo and it was basically the Falcons logo with the spur.
Yeah.
The one
good.
I was like, this sucks, but this is funny.
Did you guys see like the Spurs going back to the hotel after and some fan in the crowd throws an egg and it hits Wemby?
No way.
But it was like a laser of a throw from a ways away. And someone zoomed in on it in the caption, Jets got to sign this guy.
Joe Douglas on line one.
My God, he's like a skyscraper there in New York anyway. He's like 7'4", 7'5", ain't he?
Mm-hmm.
He's
well,
tall.
There was some
target.
There was some meme of like some like fantasy monster villain thing that's like towering above the city and just like sloughing around, like destroying everything. And they're like, "What is Wemby doing?
Yeah.
Why is Wemby doing this?" But yeah, that dude is he's like a weird gangly, like he's like 7'4", 190 pounds.
Yeah.
Just give me you can go down to 7'4", Wemby, if you just get me to like what 6 feet. I'll take a few of your on your height and add it to me so I can be 6 foot and you can be 7 foot. That's you can still keep your wingspan. Just get me to 6 foot.
Seems fair.
Yeah, I mean it's a fair trade, right?
The winner of the baseball game tomorrow night is going to play for the national championship.
Ooh.
Talking about Georgia, Texas? Yeah.
No, they don't play tomorrow night.
Oh.
Ole Miss and North Carolina. Whoever wins that game is going to play for the national title.
Yeah.
Because the other two teams in that side of the bracket is West Virginia and Troy.
Yeah, I don't think
they're
going to beat Georgia.
West Virginia has an advantage playing Troy in the opener just in terms of pitching, but I don't know that they'll beat whoever wins that game. That's probably right, Steve.
Yeah. North Carolina's really, really good.
They are.
Yeah.
And Ole Miss will be the least popular team in the College World Series.
Why do you say that?
Because they're the only SEC team in a not all other non-SEC bracket. So if you want somebody other than the SEC to win the national title, Ole Miss cannot win that side of the bracket.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a good point.
Yeah, because I think Georgia's winning their side.
Yep.
If Ole Miss had a base hit in 5 innings versus Georgia, 5 innings, just one base hit, Ole Miss beats Georgia 2 out of 3 in their season this year.
Yeah, that's how competitive the SEC was. I mean, Vandy won 13 games and they missed the tournament, and most years that doesn't happen.
I probably pay less attention to this than any of you guys do. What was the regular season series with Texas and Georgia like?
I don't think they played.
Didn't play.
Alabama and Georgia didn't play either in the regular season.
Yeah, they didn't play.
I thought you played everybody. Okay.
No.
No, you play 30. You play 30 games, so it's 10 series. So 10. You play 10 of the other 15 teams in the SEC. So there's 5 teams you don't play.
Okay.
Ole Miss this year, luckily, missed Missouri and South Carolina. And,
I'm glad South Carolina got to play Missouri because that was 3 of our 7 conference wins.
Yeah. And Vandy got Missouri's second baseman out of the portal. I think the one guy that actually hit the baseball on their team.
And the Gamecocks are getting the Coastal's whole team, I think. Anyone good anyway. Yeah.
And I love all the Auburn people commenting like, yeah, we're not in it, but we sold out, every game that we had at home. Like,
hey, they are the only 2 teams that have lost with over 10,000 in attendance at Plainsman Park. They're the only ones that's done it. So you got to give them credit for that.
You got beat by a power tool. I mean, you deserved it to be struggling. But
you got beat by a power tool.
They did that first game. They got destroyed by Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the Super Regional.
Yeah, the Super Regional.
Yeah, Jutter DeMark hit a home run against Auburn, and I don't think it's landed yet.
No, I don't think it has either. I saw that.
Just it had like a 45-degree launch angle, and you didn't see it land.
Yeah.
How would Harry Doyle call that home run?
You're going to need a stewardess to catch that one.
Yeah.
High and deep towards South America. He's going to need a visa to catch this one. That baby is gone.
He leads the league in most offensive categories, including nose hair.
Here's Rick. On comes Rick Vaughn. He was a juvenile delinquent in the offseason, playing for the California PETA League. One hit.
Yeah.
Damn hit. You can't say, nobody's listening anyway.
In case you haven't noticed, and by the attendance you haven't.
Bob Uecker, I'm waiting on that documentary that was done and that's going to be in the theaters this summer to hit like streaming, because I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
Him being inducted into the Hall of Fame as a broadcaster and then just spending the whole time to talk about how he should have made it as a player is some of the funniest things I've ever heard.
Yeah. You can't.
It's like catching a knuckleball is the easiest thing in the world. He throws the ball, you let it go to the backstop, you go back to pick it up, you throw it back to the pitcher. Yeah.
What's the problem?
Yeah.
You can't say that on the air. Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
Yeah.
Just a bit outside. Tried the corner and missed.
Your post-game highlights brought to you by I can't find it. To hell with it.
And he was Mr. Belvedere's boss.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, love it. That's a dynamite drop in, Monty. I use that one from time to time.
Yeah.
You're not the best broadcaster in all of baseball for no reason.
Those broadcast classes are really starting to pay off. Every time in a staff meeting, if someone brings up some lame point, I go, dynamite drop in, Monty. I use the Lou Brown speech, Mike.
I was on.
You get 2 games, you get 1 more. It's a winning streak.
It has been done before. I got a call on the other line about some white walls.
Attendance today was 1,412. Most of them left after the 10-run first inning.
Most of them were scared of.
This guy's dead. Then mark him off.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Willie Mays. Willie Mays Hayes.
I wish we'd had him 2 years ago. We did have him 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He may hit like Mays. He may run like Mays, but he hits. I love the TBS edit, but he hits like his sister.
Didn't know that.
The best TBS edit was Die Hard.
Oh yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay,
yes,
Mr.
yes.
Falcon.
Yeah.
What?
God.
Or when Roger Dorn comes up to the plate, he's
Yeah.
like, "Strike this guy out."
Did you guys ever watch Young Sheldon at all? Because
Oh,
his
yeah.
brother and sister are watching Die Hard on TBS, and the sister, what does Mr. Falcon mean? And the brother like, oh, that makes more sense now.
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
I've had it with these monkey fighting steaks on this Monday to Friday plane.
Oh, TBS edits was almost as good
They
as
were.
Skinemax. It really was. It's one of those things. Cinemax was something that you enjoyed when you were 15 watching something that a 25-year-old should watch. TBS is something that you appreciated when you were 25, thinking back to what a 15-year-old is wanting to see. In a way, TBS was 25-year-old Cinemax.
It was. And people don't realize the subtle reference that Shane Gillis made to Skinemax when he called Nick Saban Alabama Jones. If you catch my drift.
Oh, the Busty Crusade.
Mhm.
Oh, Cinemax.
The hills have thighs.
That's you know, you have to appreciate the subtlety of Cinemax. Because yes, you were watching essentially low-grade porn. Just what could be shown. But at least they had the nerve to try and build a plot.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Mm-hmm.
And try to replicate some of the great movies.
Yeah.
Like Alabama Jones. And The Devil Wears Nada. I mean, I'm no expert, but
Like whenever we were in the Navy, it was one of the names that was going around was Shaving Ryan's Privates.
Yes.
yeah. Jeb's like, where can I get that one?
Yeah.
Don't Google that, Jeb.
Yeah, no Google. No Google.
Actually, you probably could. I don't know. I don't know what you'd get. Actually, don't do it.
No, don't.
Jeb's like,
Right now.
Jeb's like, okay, I got to prepare for battle here.
Yeah.
Like, we'll wait till after the show in case it downloads the virus. I don't want to get kicked off.
You just see two hands come out of the computer, just snatched.
It's like, hey guys, Jeb just got poltergeisted.
Yeah.
And there's a new one.
Here.
Jeb's like, oh crap.
That movie creeps me out, by the way, to this day.
Poltergeist?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Poltergeist.
Yeah,
That was
it's a
good.
good
That
movie.
messes with me to this day, and I know what's going to happen. The the rain in a pool scene, that wrecks me. I don't know why. Come to
The
think of it, I
Ring?
don't know why I watch it.
The Ring is that
Yeah.
movie. You remember when it's like this TV static and you had the light coming from in the cracks of the door
Oh yeah.
in the ring, and then like that. I think it just happened like when I saw it for the first time. I watched it in my room and it was dark and it was like late at night, and I felt, when I went to bed, I woke up in the middle of the night. The hall light was on, the TV was on static. Jake, we used to have like static on the TV, like when when you get
That happened after the national anthem.
Yeah.
For those that don't know,
TV warned you. It said good night.
Yeah.
It said where the national anthem would go like at midnight or something, and then after that they signed off, and it was nothing.
Yeah, they'd sign off.
And then they would start with the morning news at like 6 a.m.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They literally just switched off TV.
that's crazy.
It's wild, isn't it?
It's like we're done. Letterman's over. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going home.
And they always close with the national anthem. It's like, do I stand up or do I go to sleep?
Yeah.
And the answer is
like,
always yes. The answer is always yes. And by that, you're just like,
I will say this. I'm about to age myself. Okay, so everybody that's watching this is going to realize.
We already know.
Yeah. The first game that I ever stayed up all night playing. Yes. The first video game that I stayed up all night playing, and yes, it was on a 13-inch black and white television.
Pong.
No, not quite that old.
Frogger? No.
Atari.
About the same age range. It was an Atari game.
Yeah.
Zelda. Legend of Zelda.
Zelda's Nintendo.
No, it was Nintendo.
I thought it
Space Invaders.
No, very good. It was Pitfall. Pitfall.
Pitfall.
Pitfall.
Nice.
Yes, and I played the whole time. It was, fairly easy. It was basically the same level every single time, and you never seemed to get anywhere.
Is that the one where you swung across ropes or across above like alligators?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a great game.
The worst one though, if you don't remember, there was a big controversy over E.T. the game.
That game was
You used to have
impossible.
these things called cartridges that you had to put in the.
I don't remember the controversy. What was it, Steve?
It was
a terrible game.
Yeah, it was the terrible game. It was one of the most buggy games ever. You would find yourselves on boards that you just couldn't get out of.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
There was no way to go. You had to hit reset. And it wasn't a situation where you weren't just good enough to do it. It was just it couldn't be done. Whoever was in charge of that just said, "Yeah, screw it. We're good enough."
It's the problem they have nowadays where they put out games before they're actually done, but nowadays they update them. So eventually they start working. Back then you couldn't update them. So they put the game out before it was ready.
Yeah, and if it froze back then, there was no like memory card or anything to save it. So you got to restart the entire damn game over.
Yeah, it was.
It
was pretty bad.
Jake's like, could you download that? Probably. Well, when I had the original Nintendo, so I had like Mario, the first Mario, Duck Hunt, Tecmo Super Bowl, Contra, Paperboy, all those games. The weirdest game of all time, in my opinion. Now, I didn't play any of the Atari games, so those are out of this discussion. Mario 2.
Yeah.
That was the weirdest game ever. So I think they tried to make it like Donkey Kong and failed miserably.
It was okay. It was just like, we need to do something different. And luckily, Super Mario 3, they went back and they fixed it, and that's probably the best game of all time.
Yeah,
Super Mario 3 was really good.
I wish I remember the history, but there's a whole story behind Mario Brothers 2 and how that came about. It's some weird like development thing where the game only came out in Japan for a while, and then it kind of got mixed up, and when it got ported to America, I don't know, but I have to go look that up at some point.
I remember watching some. I don't know if it was Pawn Stars or one of them, but some guy had the original one that still like was the first version that was the Japanese one.
Oh wow!
Ridiculous how much money it's worth.
Oh yeah,
like in mint condition.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, Super Mario World was fun too. That was a great one for Super Nintendo.
Mario Kart always been my favorite.
Yeah, the original Mario Kart, Legend of Zelda,
Ocarina of Time. They're remaking that.
King Griffey Jr. Baseball. That one was good.
GoldenEye.
That was Nintendo 64, but
GoldenEye was 64.
Yeah.
So was Ocarina of Time,
which is after my time, by the way.
You would also in the same vein of E.T. Remember when Jurassic Park came out with their video game?
Oh yeah.
I never had that one.
Oh god, it was awful.
What did that come out on?
I never played it, but I heard about it.
It was awful. I had it. I was like all excited because I loved Jurassic Park. I loved dinosaurs when I was a kid.
Was that
Nerd?
Super Nintendo?
Yeah, Super Nintendo.
Okay, see that's what I missed. I had Nintendo and Nintendo 64. but I didn't have the Super Nintendo in the middle.
Yeah, I had Super Nintendo.
I had a 64.
The first version of Stanley Cup hockey was great.
Never had one of those.
My generation was the last generation of the horizontal preferred football group.
Oh wow.
And so my first game, I remember distinctly getting the first John Madden football on Super Nintendo and it being a vertical game and not being able to figure out what was going on there.
Yeah.
Because I was so used to Super Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah, where it's all grid based, you're just running. Yeah. Yeah, we used to have a rule you couldn't play with Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Or Randall Cunningham.
What
Cheat codes.
Yeah.
What was the first person shooter game that really made it big?
GoldenEye.
Doom, right?
Dude.
Yeah, they were on the computer. Wolfenstein was a little before that too.
Yeah.
I remember playing Wolfenstein on a computer. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Wolfenstein was a cool.
I guess Wolfenstein, but the first one, I guess for my generation, the bridge between Gen X and Millennial, GoldenEye was like right in our wheelhouse.
Yeah.
On console, that might have been. Like, I'm trying to think of what was on console before GoldenEye.
I can't remember. Like maybe
Those were
Contra.
mostly computer games.
Was Contra first person?
No, it was a side
No,
scroller, but it was a really good one.
Yeah.
It was like Contra and Double Dragon were two of my favorites.
Yeah, those are both great games.
And of course, Street Fighter and NBA Jam and all those games.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was a pretty good game.
Mortal Kombat. We used to have those were good.
I saw this on TikTok a few days ago, but it's like during the time where Barry Bonds was getting in trouble or was in trouble with his stuff, but they changed the name on the games to Reggie Stalker, and it was just a basic version of a Barry Bonds, and the guy was like 99 contact, 99 power, and every time you pitch him a ball, it just got out the ballpark. Like,
it's the same with like NBA Live. They never had Michael Jordan roster.
Right.
In the later MLB game, the Barry Bonds character was John Dowd, and he was a white guy.
Yeah, and John Doe was a white guy. Yes, I remember that too.
Yeah. Also, one of the most fun video games whenever I was in high school, probably high school at this point, NBA Jam.
NBA Jam. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's like just every now and then I'll be walking through like somewhere just in my own head, and it's like, he's on fire.
I downloaded
heating up.
That was great in the arcades. I used to love that game.
Oh, you used to see people just going wild on the arcade on the joystick with NBA Jam.
I genuinely feel sorry for Gen Z not being able to experience an arcade.
Yeah, there ain't none no more.
Like the
memory,
people that'd be around the Mortal Kombat game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that is something that's gone on for a while, because whenever I was really young, way back, in another time, there were people lined up at the pinball machine. There were still like pinball wizards and things like that. And
I'm kind of surprised arcades are making a little bit of a comeback with all the Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter movies that are coming out now.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
would think people would want to play those old games, but I guess they just put them on consoles now.
Well, I think Walmart has like the little miniature, stands about 4 foot tall, like Space Invaders and Pac-Man little console things now.
Oh, Galaga.
Galaga,
yeah.
God, that game was so fun. I loved playing Galaga. For these Super NES people, do you remember Star Fox?
No,
but I do. That was one of the first games that Super NES came out with.
Yeah.
That was one of the this is different. Look at these graphics. It's like, this is amazing.
Yeah, it's like first person pilot shooter game.
Is that like Dead or Alive or something like that?
Yeah, oh gosh, those are.
Oh, that was California Games, wasn't it?
Yeah, those.
Oh, maybe.
Wasn't that California Games?
A net full of Jello. Is
I
that?
remember playing California.
Which that's a playoff, a net full of Jello.
Yeah. Is that kind of like Austin Powers and a lot of vagina?
Yeah. Kind of.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
There was a game. Steve, you may remember it. Jeb, you may remember it. It's called California Games, where it's like you do like hacky sack, surfing, skateboarding, bicycling.
Oh, that sounds
all
fun.
these events and stuff. It's pretty. It's fun.
You remember Marble Madness?
Uh-huh.
To where it was basically one of those old timey boards that you had to go down the pathway of.
They have that in on a website called Cool Math Games now. They have something kind of like that. All the kids are like, well, I can't. That's their like go-to. Like, I'm going to sneak and play cool math games. Although I saw like they have access to this game site now that they can get to on their laptops. And whoever designed this website put like a Epstein Island game on there.
Oh wow!
I was like, really?
I went there, but only for the snorkeling.
I didn't know about the other stuff.
They're all like, yeah, we're gonna play. They're all thinking like they're cool and stuff. I'm like, bro, come on. What are you doing?
Yeah, we're at the age now where really hip and edgy teenagers are making jokes about 9/11. If you really want to feel old.
Yeah, that's true.
I was a senior in high school when that happened.
No, I was in 5th grade.
I was in the freaking Navy.
I was in law school.
I could see the freaking Pentagon smoking from where I was.
Oh Lord!
I remember you saying that. Yeah.
So, yeah, I would have to stand watch all night. I'd get there at 8:00 at night, go till 6 in the morning, and report to work at 8:00 in the morning, and go to 5:00. In my normal job in the Navy. Wow. So it was literally 20-hour days.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem safe to have our military up that long.
Yeah. So.
And then hand up guns.
My mother called me. The USS Cole got bombed, but this was before 9/11.
I remember that.
Yeah. And this was in
wasn't it in the Red Sea?
Yeah. It was in Yemen.
Yep.
Yeah, Yemen. Yep.
And the Cole got bombed, and right then my mom called me, and she was panicked, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I just saw that the Cole got bombed." It's like, "Mom, I'm in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Where do you think I am? It's not like I have an OPSEC problem." Yeah. And then on 9/11, she didn't call.
Oh Lord!
I literally could see the Pentagon from where I was, and I didn't hear anything. Yeah.
She said, "Are you in Vietnam or something?" I don't know.
Yeah. After that, like, I figured you were okay. It was like, we should have figured that last time. It was like, that happened in Yemen.
Yeah.
You know how? Let's do a geography lesson here. Yemen, Philly.
Yeah.
By the way, okay, and I'm going to say something, and I am serious, and this is how my wife likely contributed to Kid Rock being what he is today.
Okay?
And this is her fault.
Not what I thought it was going to be.
And I am being deadly serious about this, okay? This isn't me making a joke. When the USS Cole got bombed, Becky worked at a place called Navy Marine Corps News. This was a Navy ship that got bombed. It was a big deal. American sailors died. So Becky was a part of a group of sailors that put together a video to the tune of Kid Rock's Only God Knows Why. And that was a massive success for Kid Rock, to the point where he almost got some cred that he wasn't expecting, completely changed what he was doing. And my wife contributed to what is going on. He's run for Congress since, and now he is doing whatever he's doing. He's popping up on every TV camera that he can do a political thing on, and that is probably because of the dopamine hit that he got over Only God Knows Why.
Didn't he start doing like all the USO tours and stuff after that too? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that is how my wife likely contributed to what we see out of Kid Rock today.
And her defense, not long before that, she and I just was helping her move out of like DC or something, and we went to a Kid Rock concert, and it was just a lot of fun, man. He was a good showman for a while. Lit was there as the opener. It was terrible. Yeah, no, he's a good showman.
He didn't lose that part of him. I know people hate it, but
yeah, we had a lot of fun at that concert. So
yeah, but that little dopamine hit, my wife's responsible for that. So
thanks, Becky.
I thought you were going to say she did it to the tune of Ball with the Ball.
Yeah.
And my wife almost hit George W. Bush.
Not
Like in a
physically,
car
or
or
with
Yeah.
the shoe, with the shoe, like that one guy.
yeah.
The camera back then was like that big. I mean,
Right.
it was big, and it turned around and missed his face by like that much.
oh wow.
Is it on the shoulder mount or is it on the tripod?
It was on a tripod, just spinning it around.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife at Navy Marine Corps News, and she was supposed to be at the Pentagon when 9/11 happened, and somebody changed with her because he needed a day off later on the week.
Oh,
Now, when she was with the news like that, Steve, is she enlisted or is that a private sector job?
She was enlisted. She
Okay.
she wasn't ranked as high as me. I mean, but I mean, she.
I
oh,
believe it.
Oh yeah, she was a girl, but
Yeah,
She
we
is
like to call it the glass ceiling. You know,
what was your official rank, Steve?
I was a journalist second class, which
Second
means
class.
she was a photographer's mate second
Oh.
class. That I was only senior to her by like 6 months.
Wow.
But I have not let her forget about that in 25 years. Shockingly.
don't ever
You
let
wouldn't.
her either.
That's funny.
All right.
So,
Do you ever like slide over the Waffle House menu? You go, okay, I'm going to get this. And by the way, I'm sick.
Yeah.
anytime
I'll
they
just,
disagree on something.
I would just be in the
Point out.
living room and it's like, hey, these are my medals from Navy. And I couldn't help but notice there are more medals than you had.
Oh,
So,
Do you ever do
good
you
thing
ever
she's
pull,
asleep right now.
do you ever pull rank and go, well, that's an order?
I did once. I won't do it again.
Yeah. All right. And with that,
Real quick before we
Yeah.
go off, one time we were having an argument like every married couple does. I mean, we've been married for 25 years.
Mhm.
And for whatever reason, I said, and you are acting just like your mother. I'm sorry. That is too far. That'll never happen again.
Immediately realized that was not the I should have said. Ooh.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I'm writing all this down. You know.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
There's a,
Definitely a phrase you never use.
there's a TikTok. They're like, yeah, I have some great advice. When your wife is mad at you, just say, you're acting like your mother. You need to relax.
Speaking of TikTok, there's this guy who does like marriage advice, but it's like funny marriage advice. And he says the reason why women are so cold is because God made them to stand in front of a kitchen, you know, in front of an oven or a stove. And his wife starts throwing stuff at him. It's so good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You talking about the guy who's like, who always ends it with Coolio?
That's what I was. Is it? Yeah.
That guy.
His name's like Brandon something. I can't remember, but I'll
I think
follow
it's
him.
that guy. He's like,
Yeah.
he's
I'm
like,
talking about the guy that gets attacked by his wife every time at the end or something.
Yeah.
Jaron is that guy's name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite is that guy's wife. Whenever she gets to do videos, he says something, and all of a sudden it goes into Sarah McLachlan in the arms of an angel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like here lies. It's like,
Yes.
okay.
Oh
Those
man.
are funny too. The last moments. And
Yeah.
it's like some dude checking out some female, and then all of a sudden it pans to his wife just staring like, and then Sarah McLachlan, arms of an angel.
Mm.
R.I.P. Yeah.
So good. So good. All right. Let's
good.
go
All right.
for it.
We are SEC After Dark. Thank you for joining each and every week, every Thursday. We're just off the rails. That's just what we do. That's how we roll. And if you don't like it, well, you know what the rest.
About 4 more weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll probably still be off the rails, but we'll have
We'll have some on the rails to talk about.
yeah. We'll try to stay on the rails a little bit better. Update on the hockey game. This hockey game is still really good.
I'm watching the
2-1.
World Cup. Korea and Czechia.
Yeah, I might switch over.
Oh.
I don't know if I can get away from this hockey game. It's 3-1 Hurricanes.
Hurricanes. Yeah.
So it's SEC After Dark. Thank you for joining us, Jake Thomas, your double shot of Alabama, Bama After Dark, and Tide Talk Live. The latter of which he hosts with Stacey Blackwood. If you're missing that, you're missing it. You need to get on that. If you're especially if you're an Alabama fan and you're not with that, you need to get on that. Dylan, if you're listening, that's where you need to go. All right, Mike Huseman, Off-Season After Dark, Mike Farrell Sports, a regular contributor to the Everydayers Club of Locked On Ole Miss, and a regular show contributor to Locked On Vandy. Had him on 3 times this week because we had to pull an audible after somebody committed right after we were done recording. So
had Michigan this week. Next Monday, we're having the guys from the Beware the Bulldogs podcast on to talk Fresno State football.
Interesting. Cool.
Fresno, nice.
Jeb, welcome back. Maybe
Yep.
you can be our resident entertainment mogul here and really own that market. So we're like a Florida roadie's always under construction. Not pictured biscuits and SEC. Boss Man and Hammer, they're at a wedding. They're enjoying doing the twist and shout, Cupid shuffle, the wobble. What other
Chicken dance, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
People do that.
There was another one where they do like the the conga line. You got that one. You've got I think that's it. And then Stephen Willis, the most watched Ole Miss podcast in the entire universe. He is of now Paul Feinbaum fame.
Yeah.
Most hated.
Yeah, we didn't even get to talk about Dylan from Jasper, really, did we?
Oh,
I'll throw it to you.
He got
Yeah, we got some stuff to talk about over the next couple of weeks.
Oh yeah.
We'll get to him. Hopefully he'll give us some more material. So Dylan, if you're watching, you need to call back Feinbaum, and you really need to get after this guy right here.
Yeah.
Get after him. And I'm Corey Burton, Locked On Vandy, one of the fastest growing shows on the Locked On Network. I just got to shout out today. 9 straight weeks, year over year, of audience growth. So 9 straight
Awesome.
weeks.
Congratulations.
yeah.
So
You got a shout out from the CEO of the company, by the way. Don't let him be modest.
yeah.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah, I'm in there with Moscona, the Nittany Lions guy, and there's me. I was like, I saw that message come across as like, what in the world am I doing on a list with LSU? And I was like, it has to be good because those guys are top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a situation to where that's not good.
I'm like,
Right.
either these guys have just like gone on strike and they're not doing any ad reads or anything, or I'm about to read some good stuff here. And luckily it was the second thing. So, yeah. But yeah, we come together every week. We are SEC After Dark, and every Thursday we bring you an off-the-rails SEC experience, which you can't ask for much better than that. So, because you're not going to get it, we're the tip of the sword when it comes.
Crop.
We're just like Macho says. By the way, Dan Soder has the best Macho Man impression I've ever heard.
Oh yeah.
So, with that, for Stephen Willis, Jeb Beecham, Jake Thomas, Mike Huseman, I'm Corey Burton. We are SEC After Dark. And until next time, go Dogs, anchor down, and of course, rise up.
Go Vols.
Howdy toddy, everybody.
Spurs up.
College World Series tomorrow night.
Yeah.
U.S. Soccer tomorrow night. Let's
Roll
go.
Tide. Roll Tide. And Rockstar, don't let me down. I need GTA in November.
Let's go.
In honor of biscuits, big 'em.
Woo! In stream.
Mm-hmm.